I believe one of the things that we struggle with is the fact that most of us have been at a place where we've been repeatedly hurt by people that we've consciously told ourselves that we do not have to open ourselves up to love anymore. And even though that might seem to be proper, given that we're trying to avoid getting hurt all over again, I am still a believer that sometimes it's actually very healthy to let people love you. And this is my own view. Hello guys, welcome to today's episode. My name is Mimi and this is a dash of colors. If you're a first time listener, welcome to our safe zone. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you will be the first to know when we upload episodes. And if you're a consistent listener, thank you so much for the support and welcome to today's episode. I know that most of us have been in places where we've had people hurt us repeatedly. We've tried the first relationship, second relationship, and then most of us just give up. I know for someone like me, it was very important at some point for me to leave anything that had to do with love. I know how many times I would say, I'm not interested in this, I can't do this, I can't let anyone into my life anymore. And it's funny because I'd only dated two people, so how exactly am I trying to say that every other person out there is bad or evil? But then that was the only thing that made me feel good about myself. The fact that I had told myself that I needed to build all of these walls around my heart. I needed to build all of these walls around myself. I did not want anyone to love me, and I wasn't ready to open myself to love anybody. And I know that this is the experience that most people have when you get consciously hurt or unconsciously hurt in certain romantic relationships. It's only normal that you'd want to withdraw yourself from all forms of relationships or any form of romantic feeling at all. And while this is like a safe haven, I've also learned that there's nothing wrong with confronting emotions and there's nothing wrong with opening yourself up to emotions. I know that it is how we struggle with growing up that we try to shy away from things that might make us feel uncomfortable, like we withdraw ourselves from having difficult conversations because we feel like these things threaten our own existence and so on. But growing up and now that I have come to this level of maturity, I understand that there is nothing wrong with accepting my emotions and then loving or feeling whatever I feel for someone or for anybody at all. So it is very important that in as much as we've been hurt several times by people that we wholeheartedly cared for, by people that we gave everything, it is also important that we let people love us. And then I know that trauma and bad experiences could make us give up on people even before we actually let them into our lives. But it's very important for us to understand that everybody is not the same. And most of the things that you've been hurt over were probably your bare minimum. And there are people out there who can hand out those bare minimum without switching. And it's very important for you to remember that you're not asking for too much. You're not asking for too much. And it is okay to let someone try to love you. And this is very hard, especially when your experiences have been very traumatic. But like I always tell myself, there's one thing that I would never give up on, and it is letting someone love me. Okay, that is something that I started telling myself recently because I know that I really never wanted to have anything to do with any man anymore. I felt like I just needed to focus on career. I just needed to do something for myself. I just needed to figure out the things that I wanted to do with myself. And I wasn't ready to have any man in my life or in my space because somehow I have always felt that they always confuse me. They always send this impression that, hey, I'm here for you. And then a few months down the line, they come with all sorts of hurt and confusion. And that was my definition for relationships. And I wasn't even ready to test the waters anymore. But one thing that I have consciously taught myself is that I had an experience with one bad egg. It doesn't mean that all the eggs in the crate is bad. Sometimes it was just a wrong pick. And that doesn't mean that every other egg sitting on that crate is bad. all out to destroy me. Sometimes it is all as a result of my own bad choices. So one of the things that I am consciously doing is to allow people love me, is to allow myself experience love, is to allow myself experience wholeheartedly what it means to love and care for someone. This could be from family, this could be from friends, this could even be from a lover. Whatever it is, I am teaching myself that there is nothing wrong with receiving love. So when you meet someone who is willing and ready to do stuff for you, who wants to be in your life, give it a chance. You could start with doing things like sharing secrets, things that you probably would have withheld because you don't want to share with just random people. You could talk about it with them and see what their reaction is. Most times, hearing people talk about your experience is a clue to how or what kind of person those people are. So share your secrets. That's a form of intimacy anyway. So another thing you could do to help yourself let others love you is to let them do nice things for you. Let them do something nice for you. This is a thing for me because I had dated people who wouldn't even lift a finger for me. And what that taught me is to be solely dependent on myself and not have any expectations at all. So when I meet people who really want to do things for me, I'm like, no, don't do that. I don't need that. I'm fine. You don't have to stress yourself. And then sometimes it's not because I have all of the help that I need or that I have that particular thing. Sometimes it's just a conscious reaction to the fact that I have been there when people disregarded my needs in the past. So I have learned not to want to depend on people for anything. I have learned not to accept nice offers from anybody. So really let people do nice things for you. Let them take their offers, let them gift you things. Let them want to listen to you. Let them want to visit. Let them want to talk to you. There's really nothing wrong with letting people show you that amount of love. Okay. And then another thing that you could do if you're someone who's struggling with letting people love you is to trash the fear of getting abandoned. See, when I meet anybody, one thing that I always do is to love the person with all of my being. I love you from my head to my toe, to every part of my body. And even though, yes, it tends to hurt when things don't work out between me and them, I still understand that I am not afraid of getting abandoned. I'm not afraid of the person leaving me tomorrow. Because one thing is for sure, that I am going to love and have all of that experience. So trash whatever feeling that you're going to get trashed, you're going to get dumped or whatever. Love. Let someone love you. Let someone look out for you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that feeling. It's actually one of the best feelings on earth. Okay? So accept compliments. I don't know. I'm the kind of person that when someone reminds me of how beautiful I am, I'm like, no, you're saying that because you're trying to get into my head. And all of that negative thoughts just plays up my head. But the truth is, sometimes you just have to let people love you. Because some people express love through words. And so when someone gives you compliments, there's absolutely nothing wrong with accepting those compliments. Yes, you're beautiful. You're so tall. You're so amazing. That's you. Take it. Okay? Another thing that you could do to teach yourself to let others love you is to accept help. I don't have everything that I want in my life right now. But I know that one of the things that I struggle with is accepting help. I don't even know how to ask for help. And it's such a bad place to be because I could be dying. I could be frustrated from stuff. But because I am so withdrawn, because I don't know how to come at you to ask you for things, I could die literally from not doing that thing, but I wouldn't mind. And it's such a bad thing because you could be going through a lot and someone close to you could be in a position to help you. But because you've come to a place where, as a result of trauma or any other bad experiences in the past, you might not want to accept help from people. But really, There's absolutely nothing wrong with asking for help. There's absolutely nothing wrong with accepting help when you're offered one. So, guys, if you're one of those people that due to post-traumatic experiences, you've shut yourself out from the word love and you're no longer letting yourself receive love from family, friends, your lover, whatever, you need to come out of that, because truly there is so much of it out there. There's so much of love out of there, and you just have to open yourself up to receive it, no matter what your past experiences have been. You need to open yourself out there, because there's love, and there are people out there who are willing to go to the ends of the earth just to be with you, just to love you, just to look out for you. Okay, so that is what I really wanted to share, because I know that so many people struggle with this. Someone like me used to, but I'm teaching myself consciously to allow myself receive love, because yes, that is one of the things that meditations will do to you. You need to learn to open yourself to receive love from other people. So thank you guys for listening. I just hope that today's episode made sense to you. If you enjoyed today's episode, please do not forget to subscribe. Please do not forget to share this. And there is a link in the description of this episode. Please click on it and join the Telegram community. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Once again, my name is Mimi. And as always, I'll see you next time.